Welcome guys to another episode of Papexpo Talks, India का अपना paper talk show. With me I have Abhi Ali Jani, the director of Jani Sales. I would like you to give an introduction of yours. How did Jani Sales begin and what inspired you in the journey of paper and packaging industry?
Thank you for having me here. Thank you to Papexpo for giving this opportunity. My name is Abhi Ali Jani. I am the director of Jani Sales Pvt Limited. Jani Sales is a 46-year-old company. It was started by my father, Mr. Saifi Jani, and eventually the second generation of me and my brothers getting into the business. I started my journey in 2012 and looking after the parent company, which is basically trading into of paper boards. We are agents for ITC and various recycle board mills in India, where we supply packaging boards to the western region and the northern region. Jani Sales history, I'll just give a gist is I look after the parent company trading business. We also have a division where we are exporting paper out of India. So we export a lot of paper to the Middle East, which is a strong market for us. There we have a company which is we started in 2000. So it's a 25-year-old company. We sell corrugation craft, we sell PE boards, we sell cigarette boards to the Middle Eastern region. That is looked after by my younger brother Abizar Jani. Then I have another vertical where we sell waste paper. So waste paper is basically the raw material required for all these mills, recycled mills to manufacture paper. So that vertical is handled by my youngest brother Abil Fazil Jani.
Okay.
And the recent venture, just a 5-year-old back, is the story of we getting into manufacturing. So we started our manufacturing journey in 2020, the year of the COVID. And right now we are at 2 plants, combining a total of 4,000 tons monthly capacity.
सर जहाँ तक मुझे लग रहा है कि पूरा फैमिली बिजनेस अब तक स्टार्टिंग
पूरा
से
फैमिली
पेपर इंडस्ट्री में ही रहा है.
तो हम लोग हमेशा पेपर के ही आजू बाजू रिवॉल्व हुए. हमने ये देखा है कि जो आपका स्ट्रॉन्ग फोर्ट है आप उसी के अगेंस्ट करते हो रिलेटेड टू इट, सो इट गिव्स यू अ लॉट ऑफ एडवांटेज.
100%. But I have a question that starting से I get that your dad was in this business and this was a generational business for you. But was there something, some point in you that you wanted to try something else or do something else in some
So
another
trying was, see as I said कि हम लोग एक एक वर्टिकल पे फोकस किया हम लोग ने ईयर वाइज. जहाँ हम लोकल ट्रेड कर रहे थे तो द नेक्स्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी विच वी सॉ वाज एक्सपोर्ट. सो देन वी स्टार्टेड फोकसिंग देयर. एंड आर ऑलवेज आर गोल हैज़ बीन कि जो बिजनेस आपने क्रिएट किया है उसमें गिव योर फुल दिस थिंग एंड यू ट्राई एंड मेंटेन दोज वॉल्यूम्स. तो हमने एक्सपोर्ट के साथ में अच्छा वॉल्यूम रीच किया एंड वी आर कंटिन्यूइंग देयर. देन वी सो दैट अब इसको छोड़ के भी एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है, तो हमने सोचा कि वेस्ट पेपर कर दे. तो वेस्ट पेपर हमने जब स्टार्ट किया देन वी आर वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट वेस्ट पेपर सप्लायर्स इन इंडिया एंड वी बीन सप्लाइंग टू फार ईस्ट, बांग्लादेश, श्रीलंका, एवरीवेयर. So that business scaled up. The only thing left for us was the manufacturing bit to complete the circle. So in this journey, as you said that since 12 हम लोग आए, तो 12 के बाद हमारा process वही था that how do we get into manufacturing.
So as you mentioned, you started the manufacturing unit in 2020, right?
Correct.
During COVID. So there must be some difficulties that you faced because the whole country was in lockdown.
Correct.
So what are some difficulties?
So it was very difficult for us in COVID as well. Our plant actually was supposed to start in March 20. And it was that the production had been planned by the 25th of March and COVID apparently एक आध हफ्ता इधर उधर ही हुआ.
21st March, I guess.
That was a complete lockdown. And उसमें the biggest challenge what we faced was that this is a continuous manufacturing process. हमारा waste paper cargo हमारा सब कुछ already booked था. We had to ensure that the cargos are फ्री फ्रॉम द पोर्ट, मटेरियल आ जाए. अब ऐसा हो गया था कि आपने मटेरियल इन्वेंट्री बिल्डअप कर ली बट आपका मैन्युफैक्चरिंग स्टार्ट ही नहीं हुआ. तो वो प्रोसेस में इट वाज अ वेरी टफ टाइम बट वी वर वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट दैट वंस विल स्टार्ट द प्रोजेक्ट we will be able to come out of it because everyone is sailing in the same boat.
True. And would you say that the experience that your family had in this business helped you out in this crisis?
Definitely, because see again वेस्ट पेपर हमारा एक एग्जिस्टिंग बिजनेस है, तो हमको कौन से हमारे सप्लायर्स किससे हमने मटेरियल लिया हुआ है उन लोगों का क्या हमको सपोर्ट था कार्गो छुड़ाने में, मटेरियल आने में. तो वो हमको जस्ट बिकॉज वी हैड दैट बैकग्राउंड इट वाज अ वेरी बिग एडवांटेज फॉर अस.
Perfect. So I would like to ask you that what is that business mantra or mindset that has guided your leadership?
So this will sound cliche, but my dad has a very strong saying and a belief. He says nothing is impossible. So for us, we've been all three brothers. We've been carrying the same mantra for all our targets, goals, everything. And nothing is impossible. So एक सिंपल एग्जाम्पल भी दूँ तो वो तेजी मंदी बात होते रहती है
हाँ.
धंधे में. तो मेरे डैड का बोलना है कि मंदी जैसा कुछ नहीं होता, आपको आपका सेल ढूंढना है.
Oh,
So that is the
lovely.
mantra we follow.
I hope we all try to follow the
Yes.
same mantra. So, sir, how is this? How is paper staying relevant in a digital first ecosystem?
See, a lot of arguments are going on that पेपर आ गया तो डिजिटली आ गया है तो ये नहीं है. अभी जैसे अब सिंपल एग्जांपल ट्रैवल में पूछो तो बोर्डिंग पासेस के बदले अब सब लोग मोबाइल
हाँ,
स्कैन
मोबाइल
करके
से
जाते
करते
हैं.
हैं.
There are a lot of places it has switched, agreed. But then there are a lot of places where packaging has taken over. Like if you see the e-commerce industry, it's grown phenomenally well.
Yeah.
आपने अभी मुझे पूछा कि आपका कोविड का द बिगेस्ट टर्नर वाज व्हाट. फॉर अस e-commerce had picked up so rapidly that for us to start the sales was very easy, क्योंकि हमारा प्रोडक्ट पैकेजिंग में जा रहा था और लोग रिटेल स्टोर में जाके बाई नहीं करते, सब ऑनलाइन खरीदने वाला था. आज की तारीख में भी द कन्वीनियंस विच यू एंड मी हैव, वी वांट टू सिट इन वन प्लेस, वी वांट टू ऑर्डर स्टफ, दो वी नो दैट द स्टोर कन्वीनियंस इज देयर. तो ये सब सेक्टर्स में पैकेजिंग बहुत ज़्यादा ग्रो हुआ है. सो इट इज़ देयर दैट सम प्लेसेस यू माइट हैव टेकन अ हिट, बट द अदर प्लेसेस वेयर अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स पेपर नहीं था. एक और एग्जांपल देता हूँ. पैकेजिंग में आप पहले कुछ भी प्रोडक्ट लेते थे तो वो बबल रैप में आता था प्लास्टिक, वो आज की तारीख में पेपर से रिप्लेस हो. सो ऑल दीज स्मॉल थिंग्स ऑल्सो एड अप टू अ लॉट ऑफ वॉल्यूम.
What sets Jani Sales apart in terms of quality and innovation?
I'll say that we are very open to healthy discussions with our customers, and we take a lot of positive critique as well. So we think that any feedback given is a feedback given, taken in whichever manner you want. Some will be good for you, some might not be good for you. So we are very customer friendly in terms of what they want and a customer specific requirement. I'll give you an example from the manufacturing. When we started our machine was supposed to be manufacturing tissue paper, but COVID had hit and obviously restaurants, malls, शादियाँ नहीं हो रही थी, तो tissue segment was at a very bad phase. Some good friend of ours suggested that why don't you try manufacturing lower GSM craft paper on this, and it is going very well in the e-commerce segment for packaging because everything is going online. So we thought we have the expertise in waste paper, why not give this a try, and it was a complete game changer. Currently if you ask me, that machine which I had bought for manufacturing tissue is not making tissue, it is making craft.
Oh.
So a customer's feedback changed the entire procedure.
Yes. So, I would like to ask you this: that what was that key turning point in your company towards national growth?
Towards national growth,
Yeah.
getting into the manufacturing. So we history, if you see that we are a 40-year-old trading business and a 5-year-old manufacturing. So manufacturing was the biggest step for us in terms of both the places, like in terms of the revenue growth and even the manpower, human resource what we have added.
Since you have this business from generations, right, you must have faced a lot of difficulties. And I always wanted to ask you this: that in this industry, does government support play a major role in terms of manufacturing or let's say trading as well?
It definitely does. Like a lot of support is required from the government in terms of your like example is power. Power is a very big cost for any kind of a manufacturing industry because it's run 24 hours.
Yeah.
So if the power rates etc. is way too high, the industry won't sustain. Then there is basic road infrastructure which the government needs to provide in the industrial estates. That is very relevant. Then again you come to the power water connections. All this is very relevant, which is important for a smooth functioning industry.
Okay. So, in this industry, there has been one myth that is going around, which is people say that it's people should use paper less because it's harming the environment more. So, do you believe in this? Is it true?
No, I completely disbelieve because we are one of the sole believers that paper is recycled to the end. because we are making our paper out of recycled fiber. So whatever waste paper is being generated in terms of all your corrugation grades, in terms of whatever you're throwing, your newspapers, everything is 100% biodegradable and recyclable.
Okay.
So the whole myth is that only trees are being cut to make paper. So each tree is cut is not been made into paper, or all the papers made are not out of pulp.
Okay.
It is out of recycle. If today we say that paper recycling is only happening with pulp, that's a different concept altogether. But out of recycle is you are making use of the waste which is going out and you are making paper out of it.
So you mentioned this term pulp, right? For the general audience, if you would like to explain what pulp means.
So pulp is basically cut from the wood source. So wood, everyone knows that paper is out of wood.
Yes.
So whichever wood is cut and then eventually processed, and the pulp, which is like a fiber, which is developed, that is called pulp. Now the difference between pulp and recycled is simple. This is pulp. Recycled is basically whatever you are throwing out of your house, or say malls like mega malls are there. There all products are being coming into the stores. They are packed into boxes. Those
Yes.
boxes are eventually supposed to be used. So they are not being used as if you are using the boxes. You've thrown the box. The box comes to vendors like us.
Got it.
That is recycled again, and then it's again turned into paper.
Okay. So this is a very different question from the conversation that we were having till now. If you had to start this company from scratch with, let's say, the minimum investment of 1 lakh rupees or a team of 2 people, what are the first steps that you would like to take in this industry forward?
Good question, but starting from scratch means you mean 1 lakh rupee in a 2025 or a
In
1979?
2025, let's not put an amount on it, but
No,
with
but if
the
you do-
least investment.
So the least investment, see, very frankly, if you will tell me right now with the 1 lakh rupee, I can't do anything. I can't even put up a tea stall.
Yeah.
So that's the basic. If you put back where Jani Sales started, 1 lakh was obviously at a very good value, 1979. I would do it the same way my father did it. I would build up inventory and I would sell it to the customers who were in need of the material, because initially uh, customers were not having access to a lot of paper products. Paper product was an expensive affair, and to go to the mill and get the material was a very difficult challenge. So what my father had done was, he used to go to the mill. He used to tell them that I will buy an X amount of material from you at this price, and eventually he used to keep it in his warehouse and he used to sell it at a margin plus.
Yeah.
And this is how he has scaled up.
Okay.
So I would follow the same rules,
Yeah, you would
because
follow the
it has
footsteps
been
of
a
your father.
successful model as of now.
True. Very true. Where is India's paper packaging industry leading?
India's paper packaging industry has a very good growth, I feel, because 3-4 reasons. One is the population which we have, with the GDP which we are growing at, and the age bracket in our population, which is the younger crowd. So there is a lot of urbanization happening, a lot of development happening, which will eventually result into a lot of packaging requirements. So if I simply put, like, malls will be coming up, there are restaurants coming up, there will be commercial spaces, all
Yeah.
these IT industries. So all these require packaging, be it in terms of your tissue, be it in terms of your cardboard. So I feel India has got a good future for the packaging business.
Do you see India leading this industry globally in next 5 to 10 years?
5 years is too small a number, but again, the number at what our population and this is, we are at a too big a number.
Yeah.
So even at a minimal 5-7% growth, we'll grow very rapidly. So all these other countries who've reached their saturation level, everyone is eyeing the growth story of India. So in not 5 but in 10 years, I would definitely want India to be at those levels.
Okay, so when it comes to the global paper packaging industry, which country is leading the market right now?
As of now, it will be, I think so, USA and China.
Okay.
I'm not too pretty sure between both, but these are the two who are leading.
And in the export industry in India, which country is the biggest client of India's?
For us, Middle East is very strong. For us
Okay.
personally, because again, I would say for an India geographical location, because to the Middle East we are selling the material in 1 week's time. So basically, material movement from any port of India to Middle East is very easy. It's we've been doing exports for us. It is around 40-50%, and there are weekly vessels which are available to Jebel Ali. So for our Middle East customers, they were dependent on Europe and USA. There the lead period was higher, plus the sailing period was higher, which gave us an advantage that an Indian mill is able to service us even faster. Yeah.
And where do you see Jani sales in the next 5 to 10 years?
So we are rapidly growing in the manufacturing sector, and we are again planning to put up another greenfield project in the next 1 year. So the target is that 1 year we'll again put up. As of now, we've got 2 machines. We'll add up machine number 3, and we are not stopping there.
Okay. So is there a bigger vision, bigger picture?
Bigger picture, obviously, to have more machines and get into multiple grades.
Perfect. And I would like to know, since you are into manufacturing now, so what are the star products that Jani sales is like servicing, is
So star
manufacturing?
products, our craft is a very niche grade. We are making lower GSM craft paper with a very high strength, which is used in all these e-commerce segments. And we've been the ones who've been able to replace the whole imports which were happening in India. Then we are very strong in our tissue grades, be it recycled or be it virgin. So we've established a very good name in the tissue market in a very less time.
Okay. So any piece of advice that you'd like to give the younger generation who are entering this segment or this category of manufacturing in paper and packaging?
I always give this suggestion to all my like all the elder people who are there in the business, and they keep on coming and asking me कि आप suggestion दो, आप कैसे आए और आपने ये younger generation हो. तो मेरा suggestion उसमें यही है कि आप younger generation तब आएगा जब आप उनको free hand दोगे. तो मेरा हमेशा से मैसेज यही रहेगा कि आप अपने यंगर जनरेशन को फ्री हैंड दो, उनको अपने हिसाब से काम करने दो. आप अगर अपने बिजनेस छाती पे रख के करोगे तो वो नहीं होने वाला. हमारे फादर ने हम सबको इंडिविजुअली बिजनेसेस दिए जो उन्होंने घर किए हुए थे, उनको कुछ भी विरासत में नहीं मिला हुआ है. तो उनको वो चांस दो, दे विल प्रूव इट.
That is a really lovely advice, sir.
थैंक यू.
On that note, we would like to conclude this podcast,
Thank you
and
very
it was
much.
it was a pleasure to have you on this show.
थैंक यू.